That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that better. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yes, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Good afternoon, you lovely people. How are you all? Nice to see you all back in the chat. Hope everybody's well on this blistering hot day here in the UK. I was just reading the chat and I see John's got some nice hot weather in Spain. Lucky sod. But anyway, thank you very much for coming over once again. It's great to see a nice amount of people in the chat, and hopefully me and my wife can entertain you as always. So we'll go through the chat and just see who's in the chat today. Some new faces I see, so well, not new faces but returning faces. So we had Sid Franklin, he was first, so well done Sid, and thank you for coming back. Obviously we didn't put you off too much. Then we had Dr. Bob and John, Jay Wooden. Who else did we have? Amy, hi Amy, how are you? My lovely wife Nikki. Let's have a look down there. Colin Roberts, hi Colin. Mark, the gentleman woodturner, hi Mark, how are you sir? Dale, the Maple Tree Studios. I haven't seen Ian's name. Yeah, right at the bottom. I ain't got. Oh yes, Ian Leonard. Sorry, Ian. I'm getting moaned at because I missed you. Ian Leonard, hi Ian. Libby Cavell, hi Libs, how you doing? Wooden, Derek, hello Derek, welcome back. Dennis. Dennis. Interfering now, she might as well take the live over, mightn't she? Hi Doug, how are you? Hi Robbo, Steve. Thank you very much everybody for coming over. I've got her telling me reading us. Age. I'm getting old. I can't no, I'm not a woman, I can't multitask. So anyway guys, thank you so much for coming over again today. Hopefully we're going to give you a bit of entertainment with your lunchtime or your lunch. And we'll see what happens. Hi Jappy, how you doing sir? So what I've got planned for today is a piece of wood that was given to me at the weekend by Keith, and it's a piece of wet apple, I believe, piece of apple wood. I've already put it on the chuck. I will show you how I fixed it to the chuck. Obviously, it's not rocket science, but people may want to know. So we'll just move this, and I'll just show you how I fixed it. What I've done is I found center, and all I've done is put the collaring on the back of the piece just to give us a nice secure fix. It's held in place with 4 8x35mm screws, so not too big a chunky screws, and so that should hold it in place. So we'll turn our bottom, then we're going to flip it, and then we'll turn those out. So hi Emma, how are you? Hope you're well. Thanks for coming over. Don't brag, Mark. It's not don't become you. No, it's not as big as yours, Mark, and this is big enough, to be honest. I'm still unsure what I'm going to do with that big chunky piece of wood that you brought me, Mark, but I will find something. Even if I cut it into smaller blanks, I will find something. I'm just a bit dubious about, because I can only get a 12-inch blank on my lathe without turning the head, and I haven't got the space to spin it at the moment. So I may seal it and keep it for a later date, but at the moment I'm still thinking about that one. So that's the plan today. Hopefully make something nice and thin, and without it splitting and falling apart. I've been told by Keith that I need to oil it well. Once I've turned the outside, I need to oil it and then do the same when I do the inside. I haven't got any baby oil or anything like that, so I'm hoping I can use chestnut lemon oil. Hopefully, have I got lemon oil? I don't know if I've got lemon oil. Hi Andrew, how are you? Hope you're well. Who else was on here? John. Hi John, how are you? Thanks for coming over, sir. Alright, so let's start turning this puppy out. And then, yeah, I've heard, yeah, I think I might have to do the same, Mark. Attack it with the chainsaw. So, let's clean my glasses so I can see. And then we'll make a start at turning this. Yeah, I don't know if we've got any baby oil, have we? No, it's the answer. We haven't got no baby oil. So I'll find something to put. I've got some linseed oil, boiled linseed oil. Whether that'll work or not, I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we're not going there, love. So I'm going to start turning this to a round shape, and we'll go from there. So I don't know how big a bowl we're going to get out of this, but it's nice and wet. You can feel the water coming up your arm. Yes, it's very wet. I don't know how long ago it was cut, but it's definitely wet. That's quite a nice shape, actually. I like that shape. I might not turn it into a round bowl. I might keep it an unusual shape, but I don't know if that'll hold together. Very, very wet. I'm glad I oiled my bars on my lathe so they don't go rusty. That's for sure. So I think I'm just going to move that around a little tiny bit, just so we can get a bit of a sweep round there. Good thing is it smells nice. I'm trying to get a nice finished cut on there. It's got some nice patterns in it, that's for sure. There, look, absolutely stunning bit of wood. I quite like that shape. Sorry? What, that shape? Yeah, I quite like that shape. I might leave it at that shape actually. I do like that shape. So I'm just going to flatten out the bottom here to actually so what we'll do, keep it square. Yeah, I think I'm going to, Colin, to be honest. I do like that. I do like that shape, to be honest. So I'm going to put a mortise in the bottom now. Just like that. Hi Ian, how you doing? Hi Rob, how you doing? Thanks for coming over, guys. Turns nice, that's the main thing. It's nice and easy going. No hunky chunky bits. So clean that bottom out. Just clean out with a skew, whatever you want to call it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a couple of little lines in the bottom of that just to give it a little bit of detail, really. Who, sorry? Oh, hi Simon, how you doing, sir? So I'm just going to clean this base up a little bit. I'm going to leave quite a big base on the bottom of this. Who? Hi Baz. Got a lathe yet, Baz? Is that what he said? I was expecting that to come back from Baz. So we've got our base. Like I say, it's really wet. You can feel the moisture really coming out of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sand that gently up. Sand that gently up to about 240. I'm not going to go mad on it. So this is 80 grit, and like I say, I'll go to 240. I don't know how well that'll sound because it's still wringing wet. Until what? Yes, it's charged up for you this time, Amy. Yes, it's charged. That is really, really wet. So I've got a question for the group. Right, I haven't turned a lot of green wood. So because it's soaking wet, should I finish it to thickness, or should I rough turn it, then soak it, or leave it in shavings for 2 or 3 weeks, and then come back to it and finish it off? That's my question. While you're discussing it, I'll have my coffee. So I don't want to turn it and then it falls apart, or yeah. Hi Tommy, how are you, sir? Hi Hugh, how are you, sir? You skiving off, mate? So John is saying, right, so that's my thinking. Rough turn it, soak it, and then come back in and finish it at a later date. Because I can finish that by hand if I have to. And that bit, I'll get that bit on the other side of the lathe. So I'm happy with that shape. Let me put the camera back. So, no, not that one, this one. So I'm happy with this shape. I quite like this shape. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to flip that and hollow out the middle, because I can come back and finish all the bottom of that once it's dry. I may leave that round about 40mm thick, maybe a little bit less. Don't drop the screw, Stephen. Steve Mark's threatening me. Are you watching the chat, or you're asleep in the corner? I think my earworm's gone to sleep. So I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to try and leave it maybe that thick. Try. Comment of the day. Can't try. So, who said that? Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. But this is a lot of water. I mean, that's splashing up my arm as I'm turning. So I'm going to rough turn it, and then I'm going to soak it. Mark, you've been told you've got to behave yourself by Nikki. You're in trouble. No, I ain't. No, I'm not microwave. I'm going to hollow it out. Rough turn it, hollow it out. Let's move the camera so you guys can see. Right, so I'm going to rough turn it. It's going to be a quick live today anyway, guys, because I need to be finished by 2:30, because I have an MOT on my car today at 3 o'clock. So, it's going to be... Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Said rough turn and put it in a plastic bucket with water and a dash of dish soap. Why would you put it in water?
I don't know. I don't know. Ask the question.
Well, Colin said, why soak it if it's already wet?
I need a bigger gouge. Sorry?
Why soak it if it's already wet?
It's turning nice anyway. It's a lovely piece of wood to turn. Nice streams. What I've done before is I did a piece of conifer, and that was really green. So what I did is I put it in a bag of its own shavings and left it for a couple of months, and that came out really well. So I'm quite happy to do that.
Stephen!
What? You idiot.
They want to know why soak it if it's already wet.
I don't know.
And Emma said, what would you soak it in?
I don't know why you'd soak it if it was already wet. I said that.
You wouldn't soak it, would you?
No.
Soak it in.
I'd put it in its own shavings because its shavings are wet. So I would personally put it in a box in its own shavings to let it dry naturally with its own shavings.
Robbo said,
On me. Yes.
Robbo said, it is full of sap at the moment. By soaking in water, it displaces the sap and maintains the cell structure.
All right, didn't know that. I didn't know that. Really knows. No, it's not coronavirus, before you ask. Let's grab into the... It's like sticking to your bit. So I think I'm going to just rough turn it. And then come back to it, to be honest.
Right. They told me to shout at you, and I shouted, and you told me off. So now they're all feeling sorry for me because you've been naughty.
Yeah, because
You just had a donation from Dale at Maple towards a headset for me.
oh, Dale, you should have done. Thank you very much.
And they said, don't start a fight, but Mark's money's on me to win.
Definitely there, definitely. Only because I'll roll over and play dead. Right, I'm just going to shut him a bit up while you're talking.
Steve Robbo comes from a weird place, so don't listen to him. Robbo is telling you right, don't fizz. Steve from Steve Tent Boy Turnins. I told him that we didn't have no flu symptoms, did we, after turning that wood?
No?
Just you felt a bit tired.
Yeah.
He really sniffing Nicky Toasty that wood. Also, like,
I have got a runny nose today. I don't know if it's hay fever or what it is. So I'm just going to sharpen my chisel up because this seems a bit grabby.
Huey said to Dale they hadn't finished taking to the white walls yet.
White walls? I don't like. It's alright having white walls, but they get dirty. And look at all the stuff I've got to move to paint them. Right, let's get this on. That's better. I can feel the water splashing up my arm as I'm turning it. Nice shavings. Nice shavings, love. Got a wet arm. Right, let's see how we're going. How we're going. That is going to look. That will look sweet when that's done. Maybe go a little bit thinner. I can always clean these up with the sander once we're finished. I quite like that. That is quite nice looking, isn't it? What? What do you reckon? Can you get off your phone?
Lovely. Beautiful.
Don't know. You can employ someone to do you a favour, and all they're doing is on their phone. It's like working with a teenager.
I'm on my phone actually.
It's actually a nice piece of wood. Clean this up. I'm going to go a little bit wider, I think. Not a lot, just a little bit. Trying to make it a bit even. So we.
Quite a lot of bits again.
I'm going to try and make it the thickness equal so it dries equally. So.
Emma says, does it smell nice?
Smells beautiful, Emma.
Dale says, not as nice as a bunch of flowers.
Smells just like apple.
Does it smell like flowers?
I'm not even going there. They're just a bad influence on you. You was a lovely person until you got on with that lot.
Oh,
What?
Dale sent me a ring for
Dale, don't encourage her, please. So,
Colin said it's lovely green.
it is a nice piece of wood. Very nice piece of wood. So, I'm down to about the thickness I wanted to go at. And that is absolutely wringing wet. Really, really wet. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean these up a little bit. No, actually, I'm going to let it dry, I think. What do you reckon? Look at that bit there. Yes. That bit there is beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful.
Robbo said, don't put it in a steel container.
No, I normally put it in a cardboard box, bury it in its own shavings and put it in a cardboard box in the store out the back there. But that is nice. So we've got our thickness we wanted. Round about. I'm not gonna measure it because you lot will take the mick.
You've got a proper tape measure. Look, be as
I've got a real tape measure. Here's a real tape measure. So it's down to about 1 inch thick there. About the same there. Yeah, just over there. About 30 mil.
John PBH said gorgeous. Now leave it alone.
Yes, I think I'm going to. So, question is, do I put some oil on it or do I just put it in a box of its own shavings just like that? I would personally put it in a box of its own shavings just like that. Thank you, Mark. This took a lot quicker than I expected. 30 minutes. I expected it to be a lot longer than that. We could do another one, couldn't we, while we're waiting? While I put that one in. So I've got 2 drying. That sounds like a plan, Stan. So we'll stick it in its own shavings just as it is, I think. So what I'll do is I'll empty. Can you grab me that old bin out from out the front, please?
My bins.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
My bin.
Yeah, I like that look. That looked really nice. And I think with that, when that dry, with that piece in there, and the way that grain is, and like I say, clean these edges up and sand it. That'll look really nice. Nice little bit of bark on there. Hopefully the bark don't fall off. Fingers crossed, the bark don't fall off. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of these shavings. Take the lid off.
Oh, take the whole thing off.
Okay. I can't put it in there. It's got a hole in the bottom. Give us a bin bag for it there, please. So I'll get rid of these shavings and then we'll bury this one in this box. And we'll do another one.
Then use that as a bin.
No, I want that bag. Open, please. Make a new plan, yeah. I didn't expect it to go that easy and that quick. But
Make some flowers
you can make whatever you like out of them, darling. So get rid of that one. It's rubbish.
Steve,
Oh,
it's got all over my foot.
oh, damn shame. So put some of these shavings in this box.
He's picking on me again.
Battered wife, battered wife.
Very unique. Right, I've got a bin.
So what I'll do,
It is no oil.
so I'll take it out of the chuck.
5.4mm just shavers.
So we'll bury this in this box, and then I'll do another one.
They said no oil, it has powerful drying.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that in there, and then we'll do another one quickly. And then that'll be good because they can be dry for a couple of months. Hi, Doug. How you doing, sir? Yeah, we can do another one, and in a couple of months down the road, I'll have 2 that I can finish.
John said, Nikki, we heard that. You can make whatever you want, darling.
Who said that? John. He's a creep, isn't he?
See, I've got witnesses now. Steve said we witnessed at Nikki.
So,
Hashtag new shoes for Nikki.
so crisscross that. You can't. Let me bring it over here so you can see what I'm doing. That'd be easier, wouldn't it? So what I'm doing is I'm just finding the centre from there, just so I can get my bit screwed to it. I'm using this old ring because it's wet wood, and I don't want my shiny ring being used on wet wood. Wet wood. I'm waiting for the punts. So again, I'm using the 8x35s. I'm not using Who's great big screws because they don't need to be mega tight. It's only holding it in place. That one's not quite long enough, but it feels it. Got one slightly longer up here. No, it's not quite long enough. Let me just grab a bit longer screw for that one. So we've got an 8 by, I think this one is an 8 by 45, just because that's on that edge. Steve's old tarnish ring. I'm going to do it all over again. Hi Robert, how are you? Thanks for coming over, sir. So what we'll do is do the same as we did before, give it a rough shape, and I'm going to try and get the same sort of shape on it, to be honest, because I did like that shiny shape, or that shape, shall I say. So, gouge. My One Direction pencil. Everybody in the... Right, let's go for it. Oh, go on then, Rob. I personally don't like using worm screws. That's my personal preference. The reason being is I've never ever managed to get them, so I feel that I've got a good support on them. I don't know what worm screw you got, but you're supposed to drill an 8mm hole for mine, and then it's supposed to go in tight. Obviously, you put in your towel stock up to hold it in place, but I have personally never managed to get a good fixing that I feel safe with it. So I would rather use a faceplate if I can, or what I normally do is I drill a 63mm Forstner bit in there to give me my grab. So I end up with something like that. So it gives me a 63mm hole, and obviously you can go as deep or as shallow as you like. But 9 times out of 10, this is the bit you're going to hollow anyway, so it doesn't really matter with that bit in there. So that's what I normally do. Like I say, very rare I use a thumb screw or worm screw, because I never feel that I'm getting a 100% quality fixing. So I'm just going to try and take a nice narrow pass off this now. See what shape we've got. Oh, look at that, that's pretty. Nice bit of purple in there. Nice. So, do I go a little bit more? Or do you think? I think maybe one more light pass, I think. I think that will do. Who said that? Yeah, I agree with you, John. I ain't going to go. It's got a nice bit of purple in there. I reckon that must be the colour. So I'm just going to clean the bottom up. Yeah, I might do actually. I might actually make the base a bit narrower on this one. So let's see where we're going to go for our centre. About there. So that's about our base. Let's put that in. And then we'll Let's clean that up with a...
Robert asked what wood is it?
Sorry?
What wood is it?
It's a piece of apple, I believe. It was given to me by the lovely Keith at the weekend. And I believe it's a piece of apple. From what I understand anyway. So I'm going to make this base a little bit narrower on this one. To about there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to feather that out on this. So,
Colin said,
sorry?
Colin said that Roger's got some chatoyance already.
Chatoyance. Colin, you must be a wood turner.
Simon Walk's got to go, got to get back to work.
Who, sorry, has got to go?
Simon Walk.
Oh, thank you for coming over, Simon.
But yes, I agree with that design, Steve.
Oh, thank you, Emma. So I'm just going to do one light little pass, just hopefully to clean up some of these tool marks. But I don't want to go too mad because we're getting a little bit of tear out because it's still green. So I don't want to go too mad. So I'm just going to clean the bottom up a little bit. And then I think we're going to call it quits on the bottom. So I shall actually give it a nice swooping effect. Let's give it a nice sort of swooping effect there, which is quite nice. Good call. Good call, Emma. So glad you're in the chat, love. Alright, so again, I'm not going to sand it because oh no, what's going on there? Helps if you do the tenon big enough, or the mortar, should I say? 27mm, which is normal, but just take a couple minutes out of it. So just take a little bit out of there, just to make that a little bit wider. Yeah, I've got a bit of a... Why bother what? Sanding it? I'm not going to sand it. No way. I'll wait till it's finished moving about. It's going to take a couple of months anyway. So we get that off.
Said some Chinese turners put grooves in the wetwood to try and manipulate the way a wood turn bowl twists and whips as it dries. Cool process.
Oh really? I'll have to have a look at that. I've never seen that. I'll check that out, Steve. I've never seen that one. But as you can see how wet it is, look. It's starting to go rusty again on the back there, out that quick. That's why I used my old faceplate rather than my new one.
I don't have an adequate explanation, but I think they use a spectrometer or something.
Spectrum.
Found a look at this. Apparently sees an illusion or something. Yeah, see, apparently we can't tell, can we?
No, I've heard that before, but I can definitely see purple. So, who said that? Right, so let's get this hollowed out. See, look, purple doesn't exist. What colour can you see there? Look. Oh, she won't come over because she'll be in camera. Purple.
Yeah, it does look purple. Rusty ridge.
Sorry?
Rusty ridge.
Yeah. Well, there's a piece. That's my original faceplate I got with my first chuck, and I screwed it to a piece of wet oak, and I turned it and left it on overnight. And when I took it off, it was all rusty, so I wasn't impressed, as you can imagine. But I keep it for rubbish jobs like this when they are green. Definitely wet. Turns really nice though. Really, really nice. I don't know if all green wood turns like this. But you can see there how wet it is, look. Be interesting to see or find out how long it's been cut. I would imagine not long, a couple of weeks, maybe a month. Alright, so how we're going. We don't want to join the Funnel Club live on TV. Yeah. Nice. A little bit more, I think. Just a little bit more. Nice and steady. I don't want too much more out of the bottom, really. Just check our thickness. We don't want to be joining the Funnel Club. So we've got, oh, we've still got 10-15 mil. Just check our thickness. 20 mil, 20 mil, 20 mil, 18. I don't know if I dare go any thinner. Just run the final pass with a 3/8 bowl gouge through there, just to clean that out down there. Try and get us a nice consistent evenness. Evenness, is that even a word? So there we go. Thinner. I will go thinner if you want me to. But
Most green timber turns well.
yeah, it does. It's turning really well. Really, really well.
Said all fruit with low tone grit will really nicely turn.
It's turning really nice. got a little bit of a dip in the middle there. I'll get rid of that when I finish it. So I don't want to go too thin with it. Right, that's 25mm thick. Virtually equal all the way through. I ain't going to go no thinner than that. Because if I do, I think that'll fall apart. Well, I think that'll crack. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of distortion. But I don't want it to crack and fall apart. Because that'd be a waste, really. So, very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. It's a nice piece of wood. Thank you, Keith. You are a star. So,
John put, sorry, no, I meant go no thinner. Too late now.
too late. I've gone down to 5mm thick now, John. So what we'll do is we'll stick it in the box with.
Finish this one and watch the difference between the two as they dry.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see the difference. So I'll stick that one in there as well. In the shavings. And then, oh, I need some shavings on the bottom there. Because their own shavings are wet already. So in theory, they should dry together. So I'll just bundle them in there. Oops. Like I say, when I did the conifer one the other week, because I've never turned conifer, I know it's not the best wood in the world, but
Have you got
no, I haven't, Colin. But it may be something that I have to invest in. So just chuck them in there. But it's fairly cool in there, so they should dry. Like I say, the conifer one I did should be on here somewhere. What's that?
You said 18mm and now it's 25mm.
It's 18mm in two places and 25mm in two other places. This is the conifer one I did. Where that dried, I just had some little cracks come there. When I took it out, so I super glued it. Just put some CA glue in it just to fill it in. But that turned out really nice. Nice and shiny, nice and smooth. For a bit of old manky conifer that I cut down. So, yeah. So, that's it. I've part turned two bowls. Don't know now. What shall we do? Or shall we call it quits? Oh, thanks, Robbo. They don't come out very often. No, they're not a matching pair, that's for sure. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll check them. I'll give them a couple of weeks. Then I'll check them, see what they look like. What, my legs? Oh, right. Yeah, I'll check them. And then what I'll perhaps do is once they're dry, we'll do another live finishing them off, which would be might be a good idea. So you guys can see see what's going on. And the good news is we're getting Nikki on mic. Yeah. We're ordering a set. Well, we're going to order a second headset, and then Nikki will be on mic. So you'll actually be able to hear the grief she actually gives me. She ain't no sweet and innocent girl like you lot think she is. Believe me. Which one? Which blank do you want me to turn? No, there's not a lot of hair on them because of my trousers. Rubbing on my trousers all the time. What bit? Who's asked for Rob behind me? What blank do you want, Jay? What blank are you on about? There's just one or two, you know what I mean? I actually had to make a new shelf on the bottom of... I had to make a new shelf on the lathe to store all the bits I brought home at the weekend. And my lathe is actually a lot sturdier now. I've put the weight on it, so that's even better. Which one, Jay? Beep, 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 beep. Pick a piece. Thank you, Tommy. That's very much appreciated, sir. Thank you very much.
Dad said,
Sorry?
make a quick light pull.
Make a quick light pull. Oh my god. That's spindle turning though, isn't it? Let's have a look. What we got here? This is a piece of
Wood.
olive, I'd say. You lot just want more, more, more. You're just never happy. I've done 2 bowls for you today. What more do you want, blood?
He said make an egg.
An egg.
Did you do resin eggs then?
I've never done a wooden. Oh no, I did do a wooden egg. I did an Easter egg, or a 2-part Easter egg one, didn't I? Which was quite nice. Which is now sitting in the living room. I never get to seeing it since. Right, let me just get a drill.
He said make a ring box.
A ring box. I ain't got time for that now.
A
Oh,
ring box. Oh, I didn't get yet. In the shape of a rose.
oh, Jesus. Nothing easy then.
Oh, we're going into town. You can get me some flowers.
Yeah, I'll get you some flowers. Anything to shut this lot up.
But you post it online and send it in.
There's a church on the way into town. I'll stop and get you some. And before you lot ask, yes, I will take the name off the flowers.
Real turning, yay!
Hey?
We'll both put real turning, yay.
Right, this is going to be a quick... What do you want? A ring pull? Light pull even? Or do you want an egg? Lathe soaked. Where's my centre gone there? They made their mind up.
Egg-shaped sprinkles.
Right, let's rough this out. Let's rough this out then. Got...
Egg. Oh, you should have said.
Alright, let's rough this out then. Need a longer rest.
You need to change the camera.
Oh, sorry.
You're showing me to do that again when you're on.
That one. No. That one. Sorry, guys. So what I'm doing is quickly roughing this out. So it's actually round, not square. Nearly. So they decided whether they want an egg or a ring pull yet then? Shall we do an egg? Right.
Well, I said I will send you my 20-footer wrist if you like to.
Sorry?
My 20-footer wrist if you like to. Using the twist.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. You're a star. Right.
You're going to be told around your postage is too short for your tool, lol.
Yeah, you're about right there. That's only a standard one. That's the standard rest that came with the lathe, which is 8 inches. I have got, actually, I've got a Robert Salisbury one here. Sorby, even. That's only 20mm longer. But yeah, right. So I'm going to leave it between centres. I don't know if that'll actually clamp. Shouldn't have turned that down as much as that, really. So what we're doing, egg. So let's get a rough shape in. Twist a little bit high. So what I'm trying to do is get the tip of my egg shape. And I've messed up a little bit because I've turned it too narrow at the other end to get in the chuck. So we're going to have to leave a little nib on there and just break it off, I think.
You said off-centering?
Yeah. That'd be quite cool, actually. I have been playing around a bit more with the off-centre and stuff, Steve.
Johnny says it looks like a crayon.
Sorry?
It looks like a crayon.
Crayon.
John says he's been squeezing that egg out for a long time, so it's going to be that long.
It's that's a squeezed egg. Gone while since I've done an egg. I think the last one I did was the resin one in a bullet. With a bullet in it, I think, is the last one I did.
You did the key strip one?
No, not last year. So I want to get that try and get that quite thin there. So let's get the smaller spindle gouge. Just gently ease that in. So let's go even smaller spindle gouge. Must be getting daring in my old age. So just give that a little bit more of a shape here, because it's a bit bulgy here. Try and feather these in. Well, it's not bad for a rush attempt, I don't think. It's not a bad shape. So I'm just gonna, if I can find a parting tool, just gonna part down a little bit there and we'll get it sanded. Does it look like an egg? Hey,
You're behind the wall.
you're behind.
Looks like one of the knobs that goes on the vanities.
Just try and clean it up a little tiny bit so we ain't got so much. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Right, I'm not going to go any thinner there. Let's get some sandpaper on it.
It's going to be a bit of a disaster, so is it?
No, it's not going to be a disaster. It's not going to be a disaster. It's going to be the best egg you've ever seen, love. Maybe not. Right, give it a quick sand. Oh man, I
How,
did.
how big was it?
I did my knobble too small. Let's see if I can get it grabbed in the chuck. Let's see if I can get it grabbed in the chuck. Ooh, could be my lucky day. Could be my lucky day. Oops, not like that. So grab that tight in there. Just push that gently in there. Get this sanded up. What time have we got? 2:05.
Your knob's too small.
Who said that?
Jay.
Yeah, story of my life, Jay. That is. That's what I want a bit of that. Oh, everything's going on the floor now.
Right, love, can you slow down? It's 2.
Yeah, I know.
Cheers.
So I'm just going to give this a light sand up.
Sid said tape around the base.
Sorry?
Sid said tape around the base.
Yeah, it's just about grabbing to
He
it.
said looks like a flower bud.
I'm surprised someone said don't look like a butt plug.
Sid said no, you need to sand your knob down quickly. Steve from Country Boy said nutrition never do nub.
Nobody know.
Robert said looks like you went for an off centre egg after all.
Yeah, I should have. I shouldn't have
Oh,
got.
maybe. Yeah, you just want a bit more.
I shouldn't have got excited and sanded so much or turned so much off of it.
Don't look like an egg though, does it? Does it not? Is that what an egg look like?
That looks like an egg with a chicken
Looks like an egg.
that's strained.
Oh, Karen and Rob. Wonderful.
Karen and Rob. Good afternoon, Karen and Rob. Welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you've been, thank you very much for coming over.
Mark said, are you going to polish your knob?
Oh yes, Mark. Oh yes. You can't beat a nice polished knob.
Robert said, should be tulips. Turn it into a tulip.
Tulips. I mean tulips. Um, that would be actually a cool project, making that sort of shape and then carving it to make it look like the it hasn't a bud hasn't opened, wouldn't it? I want to try and get a bit more adventurous in my turning rather than keep turning bowls all the time. Making something unusual.
Emma said, how would we know what a butt plug looks like?
Yeah, right, Emma. I've heard the rumours, love.
Look, everything you make between 10 o'clock looks like a butt plug, Steve. No point explaining it anymore.
Right, so
Right, we'll
320.
get back to you, Carson, for the obvious butt plug comments. Robert said, Steve, that's my wife. Jay said, tape with candle flame. Um,
John said that's my wife.
Robert,
Who's that?
that's
Who's
my wife,
who's?
Karen.
Oh, not the John and Karen and Rob. Is that your wife? Right.
Said, that's what she said. Comments are flowing great. He said, hot control arms. Joe said, done a few of them. What, butt plugs? Colin said, that would be cool. Are we still talking about butt? You
Get
If
your,
us woodwork, I mean better.
right, I'm just going to give it a bit of a sand and sealer.
Right, yeah, down. Hi all, watch on the camera.
Hi Karen, welcome to the madhouse.
Never knew you put a wind in an oven.
Right.
Robert did yesterday.
Right, just give that a little bit of a scuff. It's not that bad actually. It's
What's
quite,
live on? It's the name's Karen Dolman.
yeah.
Thank you, Karen.
We've got friends called Mr. and Mrs. Dolman who live local, but his name is Jason. So yeah, small world. So I'm just going to give that a little tiny bit of wax 22. Normally I'd Yorkshire grit it and get it up to really high, but like I say, it's only a fun piece. Again, it's all about practice with the spindle gouges, which I haven't done a great deal of. Which I must admit, I'm getting to quite enjoy the spindle work. It's nice. There's a lead in this drawer if you want a lead.
One in here.
So there we go. What I need to do is just put something around that to make that a little bit tighter in there, so we can part that off. I'll get some tape and just wrap a bit of tape around it. So what I'm going to do is, oh, actually that's quite tight in there. Actually, it is tight in there. Let's just be gentle and try it. Put my safety glasses back on just in case. So we'll just gently part that off. Do you think it was ever going to come off? I just got to get my chuck key now, which is on the floor down here.
Tell him
So there you go.
Sim had called and said not to bother coming down now for it was an automatic fail.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
No.
MOT sent a ring to say that don't bother bring the Land Rover down, it's an automatic failure.
Hey, who said that?
Rubber dub.
Right, ban him. You can't say things like that. It's disgusting.
Leona's popped in.
Hi, Leona. How you doing? Hope you're well. I need to send you a new sticker for your new workshop, don't I? Unless you've got one.
Mark said rubber dub, they actually said bring it round, they could do with a laugh. Last time I came, you're in the room, Mark.
Yep.
Yes.
It's nice, isn't it? It's really nice. That is so-called Blimman friends. Right, I need a chisel. Really. Let me just get a sharp chisel. And
Better than a mess.
who said that? Leona. I have turned 2 bowls. Well, semi-finished bowls because they're still green.
John put Leona, he's turned 2 bowls and a duck butterfly and egg.
So I'm just going to get a chisel
Mark said I don't do it from work.
and take this little nub off of here. So just going to get a chisel and take this nub off.
Leona said yes please, Mr. Darling, for your stickers. But I meant egg makers love love. Don't put Stephen W.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Love a laugh. Anyway, I'm not going to mess around with that because that's just a bit of fun piece because we've got a zit in the top there anyway.
Not really. That's quite. You know when you do
That looks like
cake cards?
that looks like an egg.
No, it does not.
That looks like
Butt
an egg.
plug.
Does that look like an egg or not? She's on about butt plugs again.
Playing
Psych.
card. Space on a playing card.
It's flat. Anyway,
It's flat, not slice.
that's my mini egg
Yeah.
that you lot wanted. Just a 5 minute phase. So yeah, guys. Someone says love egg.
As the last time you bought flowers,
um, I'm not even going to go there. I've got to take this jacket off. I'm sweating. Thank you so much, guys, for coming over. It's been, as always, an absolute hoot of a laugh. Um, I really do enjoy doing these because it's just so entertaining, and the turnings. I don't know. The turning's just the filling bit, really. I enjoy the banter more than I enjoy the turning. Move that before it goes rusty. If you ever want to buy chisels, a good chisel, buy maple chisels. Chisels even will last you a lifetime. Hold the edge, absolutely spot on.
Mark says you've raised the bar a bit for me for an hour.
Rubber Dub Woods put additions to the SK Craft and the Solomon's range. Yes, they are my Etsy store as a what should we call it? A female accessory. Rubber Dub Wood. Anyway, guys, if there's any questions, then chuck them in the chat now.
Amy said, awesome work, Steve. Good luck at the MOT. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, gang. John's put Steve and Nikki, thanks very much. You've been fun and really great as usual.
Thank you, guys.
Aaron said, the milk came before the egg, Steve.
Thank
Robert said, great demo, thanks, Steve. Great chat. Colin Robert said, thank you very much. Mark said, thanks, Nikki, for keeping us in check. Amy said, nice one, Steve. Thanks for keeping him in check, Nikki.
you don't.
Amy said, good money in that, I think was the answer.
Yeah.
So here, Doug put, oh, that was awful.
Thanks, Doug.
Colin Robert said, let Nikki have a breathe. Let Nikki turn, have a breather. No. Very nice show, Nikki and Steve, said Jane. Very good presentation. Have a vlog weekend all. Contempt Boy said you can glue a small bottle brush to the end of that egg for extra satisfaction.
Or a big bottle brush. Whatever takes your fancy.
Cold Barn said Steve lol. Elbows off by all.
Amy, you don't need luck for an MOT, you just need 50 quid in the ashtray.
Robert said ta-ta for now, catch you later. Good night, Steve. Thanks, said Sid. Ray said ta-ta. Nikki lol. Emma said well done, Steve. Midnight Joker said so was that instead of flowers.
She's getting a headset instead of flowers. Anyway, I'm going to knock it on the head now because I've got to be going in a minute. And, well, I don't know if I'll get cleared up in time. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. It's horrendous. So anyway, guys, thank you so much again to everybody for coming over. Thank you to my lovely wife for keeping you lot entertained. And nice to see so many some new faces and old in the chat. And like I say, thank you very much for the continuous support. You guys are absolutely awesome. As you may or may not know, I've just hit 2,000 subscribers. So what I'm thinking is to do a giveaway. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. But keep eyes open on the channel for that. And also, I may mention it in Sunday's live. I have a think between now and then. I may decide... Well, I actually will decide before Sunday's live, and then I'll let you know what I'm going to give away and what you've got to do to enter it. So,
Joker said, was that instead of flowers? And John said that you're going to get flowers when you go for the MOT.
here we are. Keep you lot quiet. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming over. As always, great laugh. So have a great rest of your day. Speak to you soon. Take care, and bye for now. Bye.
That's all, folks.